Hey there, have you ever walked down a street in some US states and felt like you're in Cambodia? Like, Cambodians are everywhere, running tasty food spots, chatting in Khmer at parks, and filling neighborhoods with their vibrant culture. On every corner you see Cambodian shops, temples, and festivals popping up. It's amazing how they've built strong communities after tough times back home. In 2025, about 370,000 Cambodians call the US their home, making up a small but lively part of America. Today, we're counting down the top 10 states overcrowded by Cambodian immigrants, ranked by population. Stick around till the end for the biggest one. If you enjoy this, like, subscribe, and watch till the end for more fun facts. Number 10, Ohio. Ohio has around 7,944 Cambodians, which is about 0.06% of the state's people. That's not a huge number, but in places like Cleveland and Columbus, it feels crowded with Cambodian vibes. Many came here as refugees in the 1980s after escaping the Khmer Rouge, a bad time in Cambodia where millions suffered. They were sent to different US spots to start new lives, and some ended up in Ohio for jobs in factories or farms. Many Cambodian immigrants in Ohio find jobs in manufacturing factories, healthcare services, and running small businesses like restaurants and shops. In Cleveland, there's a cool Cambodian community with temples like the Wat Khmer Cleveland Buddhist Temple, where folks gather for prayers and holidays like Khmer New Year in April. You see Cambodian restaurants serving yummy dishes like amak fish curry or beef lak lak on street corners. Kids learn traditional dances at community centers. In Columbus, Cambodians run small businesses like grocery stores stocked with jackfruit and fish sauce. It's like every neighborhood has a touch of Cambodia, markets buzzing with Khmer talk, and festivals with music and food. Even though Ohio isn't the top spot, Cambodians here keep their culture alive through groups like the Cambodian-American community of Ohio, helping with English classes and health stuff. Overcrowded? In tight-knit areas, yes, you can't miss the energy. This makes Ohio number 10 on our list. Number 9, New York. New York is home to about 78,031 Cambodians, around 0.04% of the state. But in busy New York City, especially the Bronx and Queens, it feels super crowded with Cambodian folks. Back in the 1970s and 80s, many fled Cambodia's war and genocide, landing in the US as refugees. The government spread them out, but they moved to big cities like New York City for better jobs and family ties. Cambodian immigrants often work in nail salons, restaurants, tech companies, and service industries such as food carts and markets. In the Bronx, there's a strong community with temples and shops. Imagine walking down a street and smelling fresh Num Ban chopped noodles from food carts. Queens has Cambodian markets full of tropical fruits and spices. They celebrate big events like Pachum Ben, honoring ancestors with food offerings at pagodas. Cambodian Americans here run nail salons, restaurants, and even tech businesses. Kids go to Khmer language classes after school to stay connected to their roots. In 2025, they're marking 50 years since the Khmer Rouge fall, with parades and stories shared in community centers. It's like Cambodia on every block in some areas. Loud markets, traditional music blasting, and families picnicking in parks. Groups like the Cambodian Association of Greater New York help with immigration and health. Though not the biggest group, their presence makes parts of New York City feel overcrowded with culture. Number 8, Florida. Florida has roughly 9,298 Cambodians, about 0.03% of its population. In sunny spots like Jacksonville, it feels overcrowded with Cambodian energy. Most arrived as refugees after the 1975-1979 Khmer Rouge horror, when families escaped to rebuild in the US. They chose Florida for its warm weather, like Cambodia's tropics, and fishing jobs along the coast. In Florida, Cambodian immigrants commonly work in fishing, agriculture, tourism, and small businesses like grocery stores and restaurants. Jacksonville has over 1,700 Cambodians. Walk around and see Cambodian groceries with mangoes and rice, or eateries dishing out kuitiv soup. Temples like Wat Khmer Jacksonville host festivals with dancing and games during Khmer New Year. In other areas like Tampa or Orlando, smaller groups run farms growing Asian veggies or work in tourism. It's like every street corner has a Cambodian touch, kids playing traditional games, moms selling street food, and dads fishing. Community centers teach Khmer script to young ones. They face challenges like hurricanes but stick together through groups like the Cambodian-American Association of Florida, offering aid and cultural classes. Florida's beaches and parks buzz with Cambodian picnics and music. Though spread out in Jacksonville neighborhoods, it's packed, making it feel like a mini Cambodia under the sun. Number 7, Virginia. Virginia hosts about 10,909 Cambodians, around 0.11% of the state. In places like Fairfax County and Richmond, it's like Cambodians are on every corner. They started coming in the late 1970s as refugees from Cambodia's civil war and genocide, seeking safety. The U.S. placed them in Virginia for its schools and jobs in tech and government. Many Cambodians in Virginia are employed in tech and government positions, healthcare, and own small businesses including nail shops and eateries. Fairfax has the biggest group with temples and shops, picture bustling markets selling durian fruit and silk scarves. In Richmond's Henrico area, over 2,000 live running restaurants with pho-like soups and grilled meats. Hampton Roads has pockets too, near the coast for fishing. Festivals like Water Festival in November fill parks with boat races and dances. Kids learn Cambodian history at community events. It's overcrowded in suburbs, Cambodian barbers, nail shops, and food trucks everywhere. Groups like the Virginia Asian Advisory Board help with business and culture. They contribute to Virginia's economy through small stores and farms. In tight communities, you hear Khmer language daily, making Virginia feel full of Cambodian spirit. Number 6, Minnesota. Minnesota has around 12,051 Cambodians, about 0.19% of its folks. In the Twin Cities like St. Paul and Minneapolis, plus Rochester, it feels super crowded. Many escaped the Khmer Rouge in the 1980s, resettled here by churches and agencies for cold weather jobs in meatpacking or healthcare. Cambodian immigrants in Minnesota often work in manufacturing like meatpacking, healthcare, administrative services, and farming Asian vegetables. St. Paul has big communities with temples like Wat Khmer, Minnesota, where people pray and celebrate Khmer New Year with fireworks and food. Walk streets and see Cambodian restaurants serving lak lak beef or fresh spring rolls. Rochester has over 1,500 working at Mayo Clinic. Markets buzz with fish sauce and lemongrass. Kids join dance groups performing traditional Apsara moves. It's like Cambodia in the snow, festivals with music even in winter. Community groups like MN8 help with needs like mental health from past trauma. They run farms growing Asian herbs too. In neighborhoods, Cambodian shops and homes are packed close, making it feel overcrowded but welcoming. Minnesota's Cambodians add flavor to the state. Number 5, Pennsylvania. Pennsylvania is home to about 17,660 Cambodians, around 0.13%. In Philadelphia, it's like Cambodians are everywhere you look. They arrived mostly in the 1980s as refugees after the Khmer Rouge, drawn to Philly for affordable housing and factory jobs. In Pennsylvania, Cambodians frequently hold jobs in healthcare, factories, small businesses like restaurants and barbershops. South Philadelphia has the main community, with temples like Wat Khmer Palalai, where folks gather for Buddhist ceremonies and holidays. Streets are lined with Cambodian eateries offering amok curry and sticky rice. Markets sell fresh papaya and tamarind. In North Philly, newer groups run community centers teaching Khmer language and dance to kids. Festivals like Chum Ben fill halls with offerings and chants. It's overcrowded in neighborhoods, Cambodian barbers, clothing stores, and food trucks on every block. People like Peter C., a local leader, help preserve culture through events. They work in healthcare and small biz, adding to Pennsylvania's diversity. Though challenges like poverty exist, their tight-knit areas feel full of Cambodian life and energy. Number 4, Texas. Texas has about 24,739 Cambodians, around 0.08% of the state. In big cities like Houston and Dallas, it feels overcrowded with Cambodian culture. Many came as refugees post-1979 Khmer Rouge, settling in Texas for warm weather and oil jobs, plus fishing in the Gulf. Cambodian immigrants in Texas commonly work in fishing, oil industry, nail salons, restaurants, and donut shops. Houston has the largest group, with temples and shops. Imagine streets full of Cambodian barbecue spots and groceries with dragon fruit. Dallas-Fort Worth areas like Garland have communities running nail salons and restaurants serving num pang sandwiches. Festivals like Khmer New Year pack parks with games and music. In Austin, smaller crowds add to the mix. It's like Cambodia in the heat. Every corner has Khmer chatter and food smells. Community associations help with education and health. They farm rice and veggies too. Though spread across Texas in urban pockets, homes and businesses are close, making it buzz with activity. Cambodians boost Texas' economy with their hard work. Number 3, Washington State. Washington State has around 28,273 Cambodians, about 0.35%. In Seattle and Tacoma, it's like you see Cambodians on every street. They fled the Khmer Rouge in the 1980s, resettled here for fishing and tech jobs. Many in Washington State work in fishing, tech sectors, manufacturing, and low-paying service jobs. Tacoma has over 3,410, or 1.6% of the city. Neighborhoods full of Cambodian markets and eateries with fish amok. Seattle's Cambodian Cultural Museum and Killing Fields Memorial shares genocide stories and art. Temples host big events like Water Festival with boat races. Kids learn traditional music at centers. It's overcrowded in these areas, shops selling silk, food trucks with lak lak, and parks with Khmer picnics. Communities in Spokane add more. Groups preserve culture through dances and language classes. Washington's rainy weather reminds them of home, and they've built strong ties. This high concentration makes it feel like a Cambodian hub. Number 2, Massachusetts. Massachusetts boasts about 32,021 Cambodians, around 0.44%, the highest percentage after Rhode Island. In Lowell and Lynn, it's super overcrowded. Lowell has 15,899 or 13.8% of the city. Like every corner is Cambodian. They came in the mid-1980s as refugees from Khmer Rouge, starting businesses in old mills. In Massachusetts, Cambodian immigrants often work in manufacturing, small businesses, healthcare, and education services. Lowell's Cambodia town has shops, restaurants with Kitiv and the Glory Buddhist Temple for prayers. Festivals like Khmer New Year fill streets with parades and dances. Lynn has 3,751 or 3.7%. Markets buzz with fresh herbs and fruits. Kids study Khmer at schools. It's like walking in Cambodia, temples everywhere, food smells, and community events. Groups help with jobs and health. Massachusetts elected the first Cambodian-American mayor in Lowell. This dense setup makes it feel packed with culture and people. Number 1, California. California tops the list with 127,304 Cambodians, about 0.32%. It's the most overcrowded, especially Long Beach, with 17,071 or 3.7%, called Cambodia Town. They arrived after 1975 Khmer Rouge, loving the sunny climate like home. Cambodian Americans in California are known for owning donut shops, jewelry stores, restaurants, and working in healthcare and agriculture. Long Beach has restaurants, pharmacies, and the Homeland Cultural Center for Martial Arts. Stockton has 10,522, 3.3%, Modesto 2,484, Los Angeles, San Diego, Oakland all packed. Temples host smot chanting and festivals. Streets overflow with Cambodian food like beef sticks, markets with jackfruit. Kids learn dances at Khmer Arts Academy. It's like Cambodia everywhere, businesses booming, neighborhoods full of Khmer talk. Communities face poverty but thrive with culture. California's the ultimate hub. Thanks for watching our top 10. Cambodians bring awesome food, culture, and spirit to these states. If you learned something, like and subscribe for more lists. See you next time.